Hi, Dionys. How are you doing? Jeff, how are you? Whoop, there we go. So, I got a mail call today. Actually, I've been waiting. USPS originally said it was supposed to be here on Friday, but it came all the way from the West Coast. That's how good I am today. So, I got my package from this man, Lemonhead. I am so excited. So totally geeked. Are you guys having a good Monday? And I hope somebody can hear me. Yeah. So this right here, that was what I was waiting for. I forgot that I had even bought this one. And then he sent me these. So we're going to, yeah, this is the one I've been waiting on. So we are going to look at these and that one and this one. And yay. Like, I'm ready to scream. But I'm not going to do it. So, check that out. Sweet. Good deal. Hi, David. 1858. This is now the oldest coin I own. This is 160 years old. That is insane to me. That's crazy. The grade, I was looking through because her head is so worn. However, she does still have, you can see her eyes. That's not completely worn through yet, and the laurel wreath still has some details. Even her hair still has a little bit of detail left. So I would definitely put this as a VG. Definitely not quite a VF. Or excuse me, a fine, an F. But I would say it's a VG. It's pretty good. And for the age of it, I am not going to complain one bit. And in the 1858s, when you're looking at these, one thing to always look at is the die axis. So do both sides go up? That's how Canadian and UK coins should be. Ours are up and down. So you always want to check because they did have some issues with that. So if you flip it, the die axis is right. And they are known to have, and my camera, for some reason my scope makes everything look like it's this way when to me it's straight up and down. I don't know why, but it does that. So this one is actually right. It is correct. But if you find one where the die axis is like our coins, that's worth a nice paycheck. So keep an eye on that. There is a few varieties for these. I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to see anything or if this one is one. I don't believe so, just from a quick glance at it. And of course, I'll go into more detail later once I get a chance to actually get into it and find out. 1858. So you can have on the reverse here, and I wish I could, I'm gonna try to do this. Hi Brian, how are you? Without making people dizzy. I seriously need to rig up a fixed stand for this thing. There, that's better. Okay, so on these normal coins for the whole series should have 16 leaves going all the way around on the reverse. And they count it clockwise, starting with, let me grab a pen here. This would be leaf 1 here. So just to the, basically the one above the N. So you want to count on the 1858s. There is a 15 leaf coin. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 15 and 16. So we do have a 16 leaf reverse, which is what it should be. So that's one thing to always look at. The broken vines, the inside leaf number 7 and leaf number 13. So there was only 3 working dies. The very first 3 working dies in 1858 had completely intact vines, and you'll notice that on the 58s and the 59s if you start collecting these and start looking into them. So if you do find one where the vines are completely intact, that is scarce. That is awesome. I can tell right now I do not. You can see it right there. I do not. And leaf number 7. Well, 7 looks all right, but 13 is definitely not intact. So, you know, you'll start. I've only been doing this for a short amount of time, and literally with the 59s and the 58s, I've only been doing this for a weekend, and it is insane. The 59s are crazy. I spent basically 2 days scouring over the Haxby catalog listings, and the Haxby catalog listings are just for the 1859 and all of the different dies, and it's not, you could build a collection strictly on just that year. There are so many different varieties, and so I finally got it and figured out which one mine was. So now that I know, so if I was ever to sell or do anything like that, I can say this is which one it is, which is always a good thing to be able to do with the 1859s. Sorry, I have a mess, and I'm trying to get some clear flips to put this in. So that was that one. This was the one I was waiting on, was the 1858, and this is the very first. Yep. That's the very first year they made the Canadian large cent, and the 1859 is the second year. And then they didn't make any for 15 years because in 59 they made almost 10 million of these, and the want and need for them was not all that great. So they were literally trying to figure out how to get rid of them. And then in 1876 is when they restarted making them. And in 1876, by that point, Canada was then a dominion, basically their own country. These two are called provincial cents because they were a province of the UK. So that is these two. And yeah, so I got this one, Thursday or Friday, and this one came today. So I do now have my 2 provincial cents. So, party. I'm like super excited. Yay. I got this one. This is a 1917. This is King George V. He is very dapper. Don't you think? That mustache is like... That's just one you don't mess with that kind of stash. That is a kingly stash. Very, very much so. This has some really nice woody type stuff going on. I don't know. Like I'm trying to figure, okay, is it dirt? Is it just wear? I don't know. But it does still have some luster. It is really great shape. Details are there. They're quite nice. His ear and around his ear is not all worn. His crown looks gorgeous. Looks fabulous. So, let's see. We're going to look at King George V. So for grade-wise, all right. The die radius was not varied. Okay, so die radius is good. Beep, beep. So the bands and jewels of the crown have lost their round contours. They are flat in the eyebrow, tip of the mustache, and ribbon bow are worn. Luster is no longer present. Well, that's not true on the luster, but let's get in here a little bit and see what the jewels and his crown and mustache look like. So it says, the bands and jewels of the crown have lost their round contours. I don't know. I'm thinking that's still looking pretty good. Up there looks really good. That looks awesome. It's a little worn through here, but that's still looking pretty good. The eyebrow, let's see, and tip of the mustache and ribbon bow are worn. Okay, his eyebrow is definitely worn. Mustache tip, yeah, it's getting there. And the bow, which is right there. Ribbon bow are worn. Yeah, that's getting worn. So I would say, hi Angular Meats. I would label this one as an EF. I think this it's in very nice condition still. Being that this is, what, 101 going on 102 years old. So you can't, that's good. Not shabby at all. And then the reverse. And we definitely have our 16 leaves. I can see that off the bat. Don't know if that E was smacked or not. There's not a whole lot for varieties on the King George's. I don't believe there's a whole lot on Edwards either. So really, I think with the King Edwards and the King George's, you are definitely looking for the quality and how good of a strike it is. We're going to look him up real quick and see what we find. 1 cent small. No, we want 1 cent large. And remember, King George V has small and large cents. So this is in 1917, and we're looking right around an EF. So it goes for right around $7 in Canadian. It's about 77 cents on the US dollar to $1 Canadian dollar. So you're looking at like 5 and change. So not too bad. Still a decent coin. Once you get up past an EF and you get into the AUs, the prices on those definitely start going up. And you get into, it says MS65, 650 in Canadian. So they're still worth collecting, even though, the lower grades are not super expensive, or you're not going to make a ton of money off of them. They're still worth collecting, especially if you can get them in the higher grades and get a good deal. For the King Edwards, which I don't have one, but the 1907H is probably the best one that you want to get. If you can get a 1907H large cent, that one is definitely, even in a VG, it's worth 15 in Canadian. So any grades above that, and you'll be doing pretty good. That one is a good one. So yeah, those were the 2 large cents I got today, courtesy of Mr. Lemonhead. So Lemonhead, thank you. Got the sticker. Woo. I have you on 2 parts of my... Here, I'll flip you around for a second. I got you right there. And I got you right there. And now I got this one. So, yay. I'm going to have to put you on another corner of my computer. And then I'm going to have to start getting more stickers, because otherwise it just looks like all I do is hang out with Lemonhead. Hi, Midwest Coin. Well, thank you for stopping in. I hope you are having a very good Monday. All right, so we are going to take this one. 1917. And then he sent me these, which is totally awesome, and I was not expecting it at all. I have a few Canadian nickels. I have the one steel nickel, and then I have a 23, I want to say. I gotta look. Let's see now. Now I gotta look, because I don't remember. This is a steel. I know I've showed this before, but just in case you guys haven't seen it. This is a 1944 Canadian, basically like a Victory Canadian, World War II. And there's Morse code that goes around the edges. It's chrome plated steel, I believe. It is definitely magnetic. So, you know, there's that. Their nickels are definitely magnetic. But that I have that one, and then I have these are small cents. Small. I want to say it's like a 23. That's an anniversary one. Well, I don't know where it is, but yes, I do have one other older one. Oh, you know what? This is what happens when you don't. That's a 68 that I have. Oh, here it is. So this is the other one that I have that I bought from the pawn shop. This was he had a 23 and a 32, and I went to grab the 32, and then he decided that because there's a variety called a FAR 2 or something like that, which is worth a nice chunk of change, and he couldn't tell if it was or not, which I said it probably wasn't, but he wanted to keep it and didn't sell it to me because he wasn't sure, and he wanted to get confirmation on it first. So it was kind of like well, you just go ahead and get confirmation, and I'm not going to buy it from you, even if it isn't, because that's not how that's supposed to work. But I did get this one. So that is a 1923. And then these are the ones that Lemon just sent me. So now I have even more nickels. The first one he sent me, well, not the first one, but the newest one was a 2012, and it is in really, really nice shape. So it's got Old Lady Elizabeth on it. It is very, very shiny. And the Canadian little maple leaf symbol there. And the beaver. And the beavers actually all through the modern and through the modern ones, which the beavers started in what, 50 something, I think Queen Elizabeth. They have some errors you can find on them. Oh, Ken, how are you doing? So that one, that's nice. Thank you, Lemon. The next one he sent was a 1965. So this is like the younger Elizabeth, but not the young head. I don't know what you want to call her. She's not quite middle-aged, but, you know, she's like the stern mom Elizabeth. So I will have to look at these, because there are some varieties with the leaves and the beaver and things like that. And I don't know them all off my head by any stretch of the imagination. So, but pretty cool. So I got that, a 65. What else did he send me? Oh, a 62, which we'll look at that one real quick. I just dropped some coins off my desk. Crap. There. Ooh, that's really off right there. The Canadian 62. Crap. Oh my god, right? Thankfully, that was not, you know, anything, I don't think, too major. My major ones are I don't leave them sitting out usually. Yeah, we'll look at that one a little closer. That was pretty cool. And that one, oh, you know what he did? This one's a young head. He sent me a young head and then the one after. And I got it. Very cool. I wonder if the nickels do have the shoulder folds or not. I don't know. I'll have to look into that too. All right. And lastly, we got a Georgie. Mr. George V. A 1931. I like these. I think they should bring these back. I like these designs. I just think that's super cool. Very, very nice. So, thank you, Lemon. You totally kicked butt, dude. That is awesome. And I will definitely be looking into these more for sure. So, I was on Mr. PV's stream last night when Mantic hit 1,000 subs. Super awesome and big, huge congratulations to them. That kicks butt. They deserve it. They are so fun to watch. You know, this summer I haven't been around a whole lot, and but I am, you know, getting back into the swing of things, and so yeah, I was very excited to be there, and congratulations, guys. I think that is just amazing and awesome. I just hit 450. I think I'm at 451. So I am now on the road to 500. And hi, Ronnie Joe, and thank you for coming on. I have to figure out what I'm going to do. What am I going to do? We have the coin seminar weekend coming up. I got to get all my stuff together for that and what I'm going to do and what I want to focus on, or if I'm just going to do like a broad general thing, which I'll probably do more of a broad thing, I'm thinking. We have that going on, and then hi, Crispies, how are you doing? And yeah, and then I got to figure out a giveaway or something for 500 because that's awesome. That doesn't come very often. I was planning on making like an outline so that, you know, and making sure like I write my dates and stuff because I get all and I do this. I start stuttering. And then I get off on tangents and then I'm off, you know, a year here and a year there, which can actually make a big difference. And so, yeah, I will probably have some kind of script or outline or something to go by because I don't know what else I would do. So we're just going to throw Ike up here so there's something to look at here. Look at Ike's ear. There. Looks like you got some earwax kicking. His ear's a little yellow. Oh, well, I hope you have a good day, Crispies. God, that's so crazy. You are like totally in the future. Thank you for stopping, Ken. I do appreciate it. And I will see you this evening. So, yeah, I have to figure out something to do for that. So, if you guys have any ideas, let me know what you think might work. I make stuff. I don't know what else to say. I used to always say I'm so crafty. I make babies, but I'm not making anybody babies. That's all done and over with. So, now we're back to making stuff and not babies. I don't know. I can make t-shirts. I craft all kinds of random stuff. I paint, So, yeah. And then on top of that, coins. Coins and coins and coins. So I'll have to figure something out. I think one thing that I will do is I will do like a set of the America the Beautiful Michigan park quarters. I have all of the Wisconsin parks quarters, the Apostle Islands and Pictured Rocks, because it's all Lake Superior. So I'll probably do a set of those, and those were all basically BU. They're not quite BU because they do have bag marks. Some of them are really bad, but some are better. But they're all from the mint and haven't been circulated. So, yeah. Any ideas? Anyone? That's all I need to know. Maybe I'll make some stickers or something. And that was another thing I wanted to try and figure out. I need a little bit better name. Like, I'm okay using my name, or I'm okay using Freak Girl. But I wanted something to go with Canada. Or a Canadian sense. Or, like, I metal detect too. And I have yet to find anything. Well, I found a ring. But coin-wise, I have not found silver, gold, or I haven't even found a wheat penny. So I was also thinking about doing something copper, like Clad Queen or something like that. I don't know. I'll figure something out, I think. But yeah, any ideas on that? Let me know. So that is all that I had for right now and for today. So I hope everybody has a really good Monday. And yeah, definitely make sure Canadian nickels, dimes, and quarters. I know some. I don't know a lot. So I do have my book. If there's something that you are wanting to know, you can always ask. And I will find the answer for you. But I haven't gotten to that point yet, Jeff, to start on nickels, dimes, and quarters. Because I've just been focusing on the large cents. I do have some small cents too that I've been looking at, but it's not as high on the priority list. And yeah, but any questions at all, let me know, and I will do my best to get you answers. I can always look in my book, so if there's something now you want to know before I let you guys go, then ask. Oh, awesome. Let me know when you do Crispies, because I'll even pay shipping, pay whatever and get a sticker from you for sure. I got some from 5280 Adventures coming. I have to find my ones from Relic Recovery. I say that wrong and I'm sorry, dude. And then what else? Oh, Oldies and Goodies just sent me out. I won a token from him and it has a cow on it. I can't wait. Anything goofy, I'm like, yes. I can't wait for the moo coin. I might even walk around my house and start mowing just because. So, is there anything, Jeff, that you wanted to know I can answer for you real quick? Am I lagging? Oh no, that's just me. No. Well, thank you for stopping by, and I hope you have a good day. So, I've been looking to see what I have. Okay, well, yeah, just let me know, and I will try to add you on the messenger thing on YouTube, unless you have me on Facebook. I don't know if you have me on Facebook, or if you're even on Facebook. I have a few people, and some of them I know who's who because their names are different. Do I have vacancy for a stalker? Always, hi-ho, always. You can totally be my stalker. I'm all right with that. I would just suggest, hi-ho, that you dress accordingly. So you wouldn't, it'd be a little hard to be my stalker where I live because the weather's so random. And if you're carrying around like a big suitcase because, there's days where you need swim trunks and a winter jacket, yeah. The book that I have on Canadian coins, Jeff, is called the Charlton Standard Catalog. So I know it's backwards and I don't know how to fix that. You can look up Charlton. Let's see. I'll write it on here. And then catalog is in a French spelling. Catalog. And then you just want to put on Canadian coins if you Google it. Now, what I was telling people before is when you do, you can get like the newest book. They're kind of expensive because they're Canadian. They're in, excuse me, I was noticing they were like right around $50. Have a good day, Crispies. However, you can find them used. This particular one is from 2011, so the prices are not going to be, right on, but they give you a good idea. Coins in Canada, I like to use for pricing because I think it's a little more up to date versus 2011. But this particular one has the whole back section here, actually from where I did my dealio, that is specifically on Queen Victoria large cents. So you'll find ones that have, they'll have that type of specialized section for different coins and different series throughout the entire Charlton Standard Catalog series. So just look around and see. And this is the 65th edition. So you can type, by edition and see what the specialized info is. I want to say Trajan Publishing is the company that publishes them, and they're the ones that have like the easier listing of what's what, I think. So I would definitely look up that too. I could be wrong, but I know it has something to do with Trajan Publishing because my son's name is Trajan. So there's that. Hi, Lincoln. How are you doing? How are you? How are you? I've been trying to get off of here, but nobody's letting me, and it's really okay because all I have to do otherwise is clean, and I don't really want to clean. So, I can clean when my kids are home. I can make them help me because I'm a horrible, mean mom. Not really. Well, I am doing good. I got stuff in the mail today, so that's why we were on here. Lemon sent me my 1858 and the 1917, and then he also sent me 4 Canadian nickels as well. So that was awesome. They do need chores, absolutely. And my youngest, being the baby, has always been babied. And my middle boy has always talked for him. So he didn't talk for a long time, and he didn't do chores, and we all babied him. I did as the mom because he's the baby, and just kind of the way it happens. And now he's 6, and getting him to actually do chores sometimes, it's like, my middle son is like, all right, yep, it might take him a year and a day, especially if it's his room, but other chores he gets done and he knows. And yeah, my baby is, ooh. Lemonhead's auction to work out my itinerary. Okay, hi-ho. I try to keep it, what's the word looking for? I want to say I try to keep it spicy, so you just never know what's going to happen. But yeah, I am at Lemonhead, so I'm going to be there, so feel free to pop in and stalk me there. I'll be at Ken's stream tonight at 9:30 for Mantix 1000 sub. Hoopla. Brouhaha. Because that was cool and pretty exciting. Yes, and feel free to send more stalkers my way because I'm trying to reach 500. So if I reach 500, then I will do a nice giveaway. I just have to figure out what I'm going to do for the giveaway. And I'm looking for ideas if anybody has ideas. So that is another thing. But other than that, unless anybody has any more questions for me, I am going to probably get off. Hey, I'm okay with stalkers. Like I said, I just want to make sure y'all are dressed accordingly for the weather. I'm in the house, so I can be in a tank top. But, you go outside, it's chilly right now. And you don't even have to go that far south, and they're like 80 degrees. So bad. Who's playing Monday Night Football tonight? I don't even know. All I know, okay, here's something we can talk about. What the hell is going on in the NFL right now? Anybody? Does anybody know? I am so confused. I just don't even know what to do with myself because it does not make any sense. And I'm talking particularly for the NFC, Packers, Bears. 90 in Mississippi. Yes, well, Lincoln, you don't count. My husband is in Arizona, and he's like, it's hot. Well, obviously, it's hot. You don't watch football. That's just not even right, Lincoln. Jeez. Do you watch NASCAR? Hockey? Baseball? Anything? But my question on the NFL, what is going on with the NFL? So, at least in my division, the Vikings were supposed to be up here, awesome, doing beautiful. Hate the Vikings. Hate them. But they were supposed to be really, really good. The Packers were supposed to be I, as a Packer fan, was not expecting a whole ton. I really wasn't. Hoping they'd do really good, but I wasn't expecting a whole ton out of the Packers this year. They got stuff that they're working on and whatnot. The Lions are the Lions, and I'm from Michigan, and I was born right across the highway from the Pontiac Silverdome where they used to play. And I'm not a Lions fan. But they're the Lions. I don't expect much. I'm happy when they do good as long as they're not playing the Packers. And then you have the Bears. The Bears. And it's like, seriously? What happened? What is going on? I don't even know when they started with the knee. Lincoln. It was probably when I was young, would be my guess. And I just don't remember. But the whole quarterback sack crap is absolutely stupid. It is the most ridiculous thing I have ever seen in my entire life. That is not football whatsoever. And people complaining and arguing and fussing about injuries, and this game is supposed to be rough. It is supposed to be hard. That is what it is. That's probably why, I was, well, other than family, but that's why I am a football fan. Same thing with hockey. Oh, God, you want to get me started with hockey. I love hockey. I will watch hockey probably until the day I die. I'm a diehard Red Wings fan. Always have been, always will be. But they've been doing basically the same type of stuff with hockey too. And some of the stuff that they did. Oh, when they took the knee for the flag. I got you. I thought you were talking about when, never mind. When they're receiving and they take a knee in the infield. Sorry, my bad. I got you. Yes. Yeah, that, I'm not going to get, I'm going to take Ken's advice on this one, and I'm not getting political on YouTube. Not doing it. I'm not going to do it. I will just say right here, if you want a clue, give you an idea. So, my family, my dad's family, is from Tennessee, right on the border. Iron City. My great grandfather, his name was Leonard Snow Melton, and he was born in Iron City, Tennessee. And him and his mother moved to Lauderdale County, Alabama, right across the border. It's all like we're right in one area between Alabama and Tennessee. Anyway, that was my father's family, is all from right in that area. Now, his mother, my grandmother, her family is also from that area. So I have lots of family in there. My last name is Melton, and they have Melton's Bluff down there, which we don't know 100% if that has something to do with our family or not. But Andrew Jackson, the president, before he was president, had actually bought that land from a John Melton. And it is called Melton's Bluff. Tennessee Meltons married my grandma. Oh my God, we could be related. You wouldn't. We would. Oh, that'd be crazy, Lincoln. That'd be awesome. That'd be so cool. But yes, I have lots and lots of southern ties. My dad was born in Sweetwater, Texas. My grandmother and grandfather had moved over there for a minute. He was born in Texas. But yeah, family's Alabama. She moved up to Michigan sometime after that. She's been in Michigan ever since. And then my mother's family, my great grandfather and my great grandmother both came off the boat from Croatia. So, because exactly, we've been working on going back in the family line, and I mean we're back to early 1700s, I want to say, but we've kind of hit that spot where you're like, oh God, it's so tough to know for sure if it's the right John or right Sarah or right Elizabeth, or but then there's also some funkier names, and especially in our family we have Snow and Lloyd and Floyd and just so we're trying to make sure we're on the right page. I think I have it even further back to where we are now in South Carolina. We definitely have a lot of Irish going on that side of the family. And so it's getting Census Bureau. Well, that's what I've been using is census records. But it gets difficult. It gets really difficult to find out and to figure it out, and especially because that stuff starts getting a lot less detailed than things. But we'll figure it out. So we're getting there. But I have not been able to get that Melton family off of this piece of land yet. So I still do not know where exactly that side of the family is from. We know we have Irish in our family. And Melton is a very English name from Meltonshire, England. I think that's how they say it. I might be butchering that. Hopefully not. So yeah. I don't know. We'll see. Trying. But anyway, yeah, not going to get political. Lincoln, since you are here, and I know you're interested, I was looking at the, I just got this, oh yeah, well, my married name is Smith. My husband was like, you think you could look into mine? Sure. And hopefully I'll have some sort of answer for you that you don't already know by the time you're dead, because, my lord. Smith and Jones. This is just insane. But this one, Lincoln, is the King George V. This is 1917. So I was just looking him up to see what he would grade at. And while I was doing so, I was going to let you know, which I may have already told you and I just don't remember, that 1907H that you have is, no, Lincoln, this is a EF. I want to say this is EF. I'm going to double check and make sure, but they have different grading standards for the different coins. So that's Victoria. So George V. Central band jewels and pearls are worn away. See, now, the ear also wear with velocity too. I don't know. It's going to be between a VF and an EF because some parts of it are still looking pretty good. His ear is definitely not worn away. But then he's got parts of his collar that are starting to get worn through, so is it blurry or just, I don't have my glasses on either because they keep glaring. But anyway, well, so that's one that I got from Lemon. And then, not her. Where did she go? There she is. The back of his neck. And that's not one of the deciding things on these. And that's why these have different grading standards. Maybe it's, I don't know why they do that. It could just be because of age or different, the way that they were made. I'm not sure. So this one is a VG, my bad. Anyway, she's pretty worn. She's smooth. Smooth. Definitely smooth. Oh, yeah, I totally forgot. Only 800,000 of those were minted. So that is a very good one. And I will tell you right now, you can kind of make a discernation on grade on that one. On the Edwards, for an EF on the King Edward that you have, for grading, the bands and jewels of the crown have lost their round contours. They are flattened. The eyebrow, tip of the mustache, and ribbon bow are worn, and the luster is no longer present. So that would be the markers for an EF grade. Okay? Just so you know that. So if you have better than that, you totally kicked butt on that one. Let's see. Now if I can get it to pop up. 1907H. So an EF grade, And this is from 2011. You were told it was a $100 coin. Okay. So at an EF grade, Coins in Canada is going to be your best bet. This book says 60. Obviously, it's in Canadian dollars. It's 77 cents on the dollar right now. So, you know, I don't know if that's exactly what it is, but Coins in Canada will tell you. So you can use that as your to determine the grade on that coin. But that, out of the whole King Edward series, is the one you want. So you have a very good one there. Even if it's, a little worn, it's still a good coin. If it's better than an EF, I would definitely be looking at possibly slabbing it. So, because the price starts going up dramatically from there. But this is the other one. I got an 1858. So I got my 2 provincial cents. Obviously, I'm definitely going to want to look more for another 58, but I am still happy and glad to have her. So she's fairly worn through, but that's all right. Her weight is just a little bit, but she's a little thin. So this one was definitely in somebody's pocket for a long time. So there's that. So that, and then he gave me some nickels too that I'll put away with my other nickels, and when I'm ready, I'll start digging into those and what's what with those. So, yay! It's a good Monday. I know lots of people don't like Mondays, and I'm over here like, it's Monday. Kids are at school, and life is happy, and things are good. So, on that note, I am going to bounce out of here. And I will be on, I'll be on tonight for Ken's stream for sure. And I'll be bopping around. I got to figure out what I'm going to do for 500 and then go from there. So thank you very much, Lincoln, and congrats on yours too. I definitely I want to see that one. I don't remember if you sent me that one or not. I'll have to look back and see if you sent that one to me. I want to see that one. You are very welcome, Jeff. If you have any, like I said, if you have any other questions, just let me know. I will do that. That is my name on Facebook, Jeff. If I don't have you on Facebook and you do have a Facebook, feel free to add me and send me questions. I get to those quicker because I have Facebook Messenger. So let me know. No problem. You are very welcome. I love my stalkers. Appreciate you guys very, very much. And I will talk to you soon.